Good evening, everybody. My name is Todd Kisor. I'm a Hocking College student, and I've been going there for a little over a year and a half. I want to thank you all for the opportunity for letting me speak to you tonight. I want to speak a little bit about stress. Through the classes at Hocking and some research I've done, I've been able to compile quite a bit of knowledge about stress, and I'm interested in stress because of all the unnecessary health problems it causes. And that's what I'm going to talk about tonight, some of the things that we can do to relieve that stress and live happier, healthier lives. Now, stress, what is stress? There's no medical definition for stress because it affects us all in different ways. Something that stresses one person may be enjoyable for another person, so that's why there's no definition. Let's see, what causes stress? What happens is, when we get stressed, our cortisol levels increases. Now, we have cortisol all the time released in small amounts throughout the day, and it's highest in the morning. But what happens is, with the stressful lives and the stressful lifestyles and the way things are nowadays, we get up out of bed and the stress starts. And the cortisol levels, throughout the day, they just continue to increase. And the body never gets its chance to go into the relaxation response. So what happens is, in the brain, the hypothalamus in the brain sends a signal down here to the adrenal glands, which are located superior to the kidneys. And the adrenal glands is what supports cortisol. Now, when we don't wear the cortisol off and it keeps building up throughout the day from stress and this and that happening, that's where we get the health problems. The strokes, the dilated blood vessels, heart attacks, heart failure. It causes lacking muscularity and bone density. Right here we have a cross-section of a normal heart. And here we have a cross-section of an enlarged heart. You can see the enlarged ventricles, the enlarged atrium. And here we have enlarged blood vessels due from stress. And actually, this is not a very good picture of the stress vein. Actually, this would have little lines all down it, like a dry rotted garden hose, or I'm sure you've all seen the dry rotted cracks in an old hose or something. That's what that would look like. So this is not a really very good picture of it. Now we get to the interesting part. What can we do about it? Well, the first thing we can do is avoid unnecessary stress. Learn to say no. That's the problem for everybody. We all want to be nice, even though we know we have too much to do and somebody asks us to do something else. But we just want to be nice and we say, sure, I'll do that for you, knowing all the time what kind of stress it's going to bring on us. But we say it anyway, just to help out. And that person might even be asking you to do that for them, to relieve their self from stress, which is a good idea. But we need to learn to say no if we can't handle it, because we're just bringing stress onto ourselves. The second thing is to alter the situation. Let's say time. If you have an issue with time stresses you out, well, do something about the time issue. Which that's one of my big problems, the time issue that really gets me stressed. My wife and I, we were headed off to a ball game one day, and sure enough, we were running late. We got in the car, and sure enough, it needed gas. As always, when you're stressed, we had to stop at the store to get gas. When we go inside, and I get behind that guy. The guy that you get up to the register and he pays for his stuff, and when he's all done, you think he's going to walk out and you're going to get your turn so you can get out of there and get on the road. Right when you think that, he says, "Can I get 2 packs of cigarettes?" And then you stand there and you're waiting on him, and he comes back to the register again, and he pays for his stuff, and he just remembers he needs 5 lottery tickets. So that's the kind of stuff that stresses me out. And I'm a poor time manager. I'm running late for everything. So That's something I need to work on too. The third thing is to adapt to the stressor. Look at the big picture. Is what you're getting stressed about, is it worth it in the long run? Is it going to be worth it in an hour or a week or a year? Is it all going to be worth getting stressed out over anyway? So, the fourth thing is to accept the things you cannot change, which is another hard one. The behavior of other people, for instance, is something you can't change. How people act. Focus on things you can change, like the way you handle stress. That's something you can do something about. So focus on that. My fifth thing is make time for fun and relaxation, no matter what it is. Pick something that you enjoy. Even 15 minutes a day will help you fight stress. Doing something, anything you enjoy, no matter how simple it is. It don't have to cost anything. Just something you enjoy, whether it's taking a walk around the block, talking to one of your kids. If that's anything you can do to relieve stress that's fun for you is fun. My last thing is to adopt a healthy lifestyle, which is a big one. A healthy body fights stress better, and drinking too much caffeine and sugar. I see a lot of smiles. I see a lot of smiles on that one. Drinking a lot of caffeine and sugar, it drags you down, and it kind of brings you up on a high, and then when you're coming down from that high, from the sugar and the caffeine, you're in a lazy mode, a down mode. It kind of puts you more towards the stress side. So that's something we can do. That's another thing we can do to fight stress. 2/3 of the physician visits are stress related, and it has now been determined that stress is directly related to heart disease and cancer. So I hope you guys can take the things, the information I gave you tonight. I hope you can take them and apply them to your life. And I think if you do, you'll see a big change. I think you'll lead a happier and healthier life. Again, I want to thank you all for the opportunity to give me to speak to you tonight. I really appreciate it. Again, I think you should apply this stuff in your life. I think it'll really help you live a happier, healthier life. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.